Okay, in this segment we'll be once again looking at the yellow slice, and we will be doing weighted mean with tabular data. And basically what we have here is a table, hence the term tabular data. Marketing research company records the consumer habits of a sample of 17 families from a certain community. Now, the table below summarizes the number of gallons of milk consumed by these families during the last month. And then they show the table. Now, for these families, what is the mean number of gallons per milk or gallons of milk consumed last month? Okay, so basically, we could have expressed this data with just the normal list. And what we would have here is a list that have 17 different numbers on there. But it's just more convenient to say there's three families, each of whom consumed 1 gallon of milk, rather than make a list that says 1, 1, 1. And then continuing the list that would say 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 5 of those. Or in this case, 9, 5. So we could have written it out as a list, but this is just more convenient, more compact. So what we want to do is to learn to calculate a mean from this. So basically an extension of the basic mean formula, which means that you add up basically all of the gallons and you divide by the total number of families. So let's take a look at this over here on our notes. Now, first of all, we notice here that I've basically copied that information across onto my notes. The number of families is here. And of course, as we said earlier, they've already told us this, that this total number of families is 17. We could just simply add up 3 and 5 and 9 and get that ourselves, but they've told us that. Now, there were 3 families, and each of those families drank 1 gallon of milk, so we're simply going to multiply across on this chart. 3 times 1 is 3. 5 times 2 is 10, and 9 times 5 is 45. So what we will do then is to now add down that column. So we'll simply add up the 3 plus the 10 plus the 45, and I will get for that 58 gallons of milk. Once again then, in order to do an average, we're going to basically take the sum of x, in this case the total number of gallons, and our total gallons here is 58. The total number of families is 17. So we'll simply take that fraction 58 divided by 17, work that out to be a decimal, and for that I get 3.411 and a number of decimals after that. Let's see what ALEKS is asking for. They want this to 1 decimal place. So if I go back over here and take that to the first decimal place, notice that that's a 4. The next digit is a 1. Not enough to round that up, so we're going to round that at 3.4 gallons. So the average amount of milk then consumed by each of these families in our study is about 3.4 gallons. Let's enter that in ALEKS and see what happens. And we are good to go.